Spurs in that last-second victory in Game 1. The Heat a blowout in Game 2. Bosh connects. All the first quarters have been relatively close until the last game. When the Spurs came out big as Duncan. James back out. Mike Miller, long distance.
Of shooting. James penetrates. Green gives help. And just like Green has been doing, the help leads to the open three. You need enough shooting on the floor
before tipping it in. But this is the end of the floor that Eric Spoelstra wants to see improved as Duncan gets an easy two. James, hard drive. Chalmers gets another look. This time connects. A three-pointer for Mario Chalmers. Of the pressure of the big game. Has had some huge games in the last 3 years. Leonard wide open. Connects on a three. Parker, again, was terrific in the last game. Gets inside, finds Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
And even on that Duncan turnover, I love the sign that is. He is catching and going as James hits the jumper.
This jump shot.
He's off to a fantastic start. 3 assists and now this mid-range jump shot. Both teams playing excellent offensive basketball. Forces him to take the fadeaway, but that's why he's one of the greatest of all time. He's got counter moves.
He's 4 for 4 already. Wade, Parker left him. Duncan tried to greet him, and Wade goes right at him for the dunk. Parker finds Leonard running the floor and throws it down. Miller took a shot as Kawhi Leonard with an emphatic dunk.
Fantastic. Right from the start in these finals, and he takes the elevator to the top floor.
And this is what Greg Popovich is talking about. Run the floor, push the ball, and try and keep the pace up. A strong start for both teams.
ESPN's presentation.
Kawhi Leonard 8 points, including this, as Mike Miller takes a shot in the face. I think it's a foul. You don't think it's a foul?
Not even close.
Let's go to the experts. See Javi and Doris Burns. Gary Neal also in the game. Ray Allen has come in for the first time. Diaw drives down the lane, takes his time, and banks it in. LeBron James is hot. He thought Diaw pushed off.
And shoot up over the top. LeBron James can't overpower him.
James, that's a two-pointer. Down low, Battier's on Duncan, mismatch there. James looking to help. Tries to swat it away. Duncan rushes the shot. He thought he got hit and still managed to put it in. Allen gets ahead of the pack, but good transition defense. Battier open for three. Banked it in. Finished in this year's finals, but he has contributed in a big way right from the start here in Game 6.
Well, he even knows. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. Shane Battier on the deep defender that Udonis Haslem is, or Chris Bosh.
James Chalmers for three. Mario Chalmers, 10 points here in the first quarter.
Lose Mario Chalmers, a nice little flare screen by Battier, which got Chalmers the wide open three.
Battier almost drew another charge down the. LeBron James very active early, 5 points, 5 assists, including this jumper. Both his field goals from the perimeter. Tim Duncan, 6 for 6 from the field, 12 points, 3 rebounds. We've played 1 quarter. Chalmers penetrates. Wade bumps into Ginobili. Battier wide open, hits a three. And Battier has found the range. Heat fans wanting to call there. Danny Green, nobody near him, and he cans the jumper.
It's the same action. Smart play not to stop the ball and leave Green open.
Oh, Wade with a beautiful sidestep. Blows past Neal, and the Heat back up by 4. So well, Jeff.
Yeah, such great balance. Starts hard, avoids the contact, sidesteps Neal, and then the nice floater to get it over the outstretched arm of Splitter.
Parker Goes past Bosch. Oh, he's just so good at that. He certainly was on that shot. 6 on the 24. James all over Parker. Neal has to hoist it up and connects a three-pointer for Neal. His three-point shooting has been overshadowed. It's only happened twice in the last 30 years of the NBA Finals as Bosch knocks it down. It's his second steal. Single coverage, Bosch on Duncan, goes right to the rim and finishes 8 for 8 for Tim Duncan.
Well, he gets a quick catch in the post. There's very little help coming. And Duncan does a good job of just crossing over, driving baseline, and overpowering Chris Bosch.
Breaking is starting off. Tim Duncan, what an awesome first half.
16 points, 8 of 8 shooting, 4 rebounding. He's done it in different ways. The bank shot, and then the drop-off pass by Parker. The post move, countering back to the baseline with the jump hook, and then the offensive board, tipping it in, and finally, the early post-up in semi-transition, and then the quick crossover step for the little right-handed layup.
Leonard on James. James powers in, shot misses. Anderson's follow won't go. Tipped right back out. And James this time makes sure he finishes. Anderson tries to save it and does as he dives into the first row. Here he comes to join his teammates. His energy has been huge for this team throughout the season. He doesn't play huge minutes because he plays all out every second he's out there. Look at that. Parker in for Ginobili. 6 to shoot for Duncan. Duncan across the lane. Nice soft touch. He's got 23. Duncan with 8 rebounds as well. Diaw, what a pass to Duncan. And the Spurs regain the lead. When Amari Stoudemire was hurt, he was superb in those playoffs for the Phoenix Suns. Fakes, drives, flips it up and in. Boris Diaw puts the Spurs up by 4. Parker gets in the paint, kicks it out. Diaw for 3. Won't go. Leonard tips it up and in with 1.3 remaining. What a hustle play from Leonard. And the second quarter comes to an end on one of those runs. Tim Duncan looking for that 5th ring. First 3 games of these finals, he had been struggling, shooting 37% from the field. He's 11 of 13 here in the first half. 6-point Spurs lead. Sprint halftime report coming up after these messages.
So their offense can play fast, and they're great in transition, but they haven't been out in transition the whole first half.
Ginobili gets one to go. Ginobili really struggled in that first half. See Leonard just playing off him enough to kind of dare him to shoot. James kicks it out. Chalmers from the corner. That's good. Mario Chalmers with his 3rd three-pointer of the night. Miller kicks it out. Wade pull-up 2-pointer. James trying to find some room. Stolen by Leonard. Leonard ahead of the pack, drives inside and banks it in with a foul. Kawhi Leonard.
It was a terrific read by the long arm of the law, Kawhi Leonard.
He looked like he was ready to put that. The lead is back to 9, which equals the largest lead of the game. Parker down the lane, layup won't go. Duncan and a foul. Tim Duncan on the follow. And our first double-digit lead of the night.
The lead cut to 1, and they go on another huge run, fueled by Tony Parker's penetration, which creates the second shot opportunity of Duncan. Duncan going to the line to try to put the Spurs up 12.
30 points for Tim Duncan. Chip tonight on the road. Tony Parker, the beautiful penetration as he's done all season long, setting up Tim Duncan's easy follow. Tim Duncan this year as hungry as he's ever been. And after struggling shooting, Neal's going to have to put one up. He won't hesitate. Blocked by Wade. Wade with a strong defensive play there. Allen, extra pass for Battier. Hits a three. That cuts it to 10 with 3 minutes remaining in the third. Wade puts it up, puts it in. 8-point game. He wanted a foul. Parker gets in the paint again, flips it up and in. Tony Parker with another beautiful drive to the basket. Mark at the same time.
But that gives the Spurs a complete mismatch.
Gary Neal flips it up and in. And the Spurs answer another mini run by Miami. It's back up to a dozen from the playoff grind and pressure. What can you summon here for the Miami Heat to try and force a game 7? Chalmers hits a three. Mario Chalmers starting a fourth quarter that the Heat isn't their final period of the season. James to the basket and the finish. 5 quick points.
The rim protector that Duncan is.
Duncan's already played 30 minutes. Splitter has it. Left-handed, flips it up and in. Mike Miller has only one sneaker on. Miller, bang! One sneaker. Not enough time to tie it. Not going to affect his shooting stroke. How about this? One on, one off. Count it.
Shoes are overrated. To be able to manufacture points.
Danny Green finds Splitter. Splitter goes at Anderson, spins, flips it up, banks it in. 2 wild shots from Splitter, and they've both gone down.
They do. He's an outstanding basketball coach.
6 to shoot. Chalmers behind to James on the flush. Going to come back in.
Tremendous play by Mario Chalmers. James adjusts his screen. Good roll to the rim. Because of the shooting on the floor, the weak side corner defender is not even in the picture to help on that.
Ginobili gets right up on him. James charges across the lane, out to Chalmers. Chalmers in the paint, off balance, wild shot thrown down by LeBron James. Miller trying to take it away from Duncan. Neal poked away by Chalmers. Leonard has it and puts it in. Single coverage. James backs in, left-handed. Just bullies his way to the basket. Parker. Back out Green. Green off the dribble, drives inside to Duncan. Blocked by James. What a rejection. James on the drive, leans in, banks it in, tie game.
And those are the same shots Danny Green has made throughout the series.
Allen, Miami leads. From LeBron James here in the fourth.
Great dish by Green, better block by James, and then turn in the corner, taking Duncan on, little step through move and a bucket. New level of energy. Here, the second shot. And like you said, the loss of the headband, but it's 3 3-point shooters surrounding James. No one willing to come off a shooter to give help. The easy back down dribble, and then the tremendous signature shot block. And finally, the layup, the jump stop, the step through against Tim Duncan. The turnaround has been dramatic.
He has had 2 magnificent blocks in these finals. Again, he's on Duncan. Ginobili finds Diaw. Kawhi Leonard gets in the paint. Runner from Leonard. Leonard with a couple of big buckets here in the fourth so far in the series against him. Trying to make him shoot. James drives and finishes for the shot clock. James all over him. 6 to shoot. Parker pulls back. That's a three-pointer. It's good! Tony Parker ties the game with 1:27 remaining. James now kicks it out to Wade. Wade on the drive. Chalmers gets in the paint. Flips it inside. Stolen by Parker. Parker gets in the paint. Stops, spins, shot is good. Tony Parker, back-to-back buckets, and the Spurs regain the lead.
One of the few possessions where Chalmers was on Parker. He takes advantage of them and gets the lead, but on the previous possession. What a shot by Tony Parker. Once known as a non-shooter, comes through and then matched up against the smaller Chalmers, spins away to give San Antonio a 2-point lead.
Parker struggling all game long shooting the ball. Two of the biggest buckets of game 6. James pulls back. James backs in. Lost the ball. Duncan lost it, picked up, and Parker has it. Ginobili drives inside. Fouled by Allen, and Ginobili will shoot 2 with 37 seconds remaining. What a turnaround here in the final minutes.
Well, Parker again gives him some space, just loses the ball, and not playing cautiously, continuing to attack. Good foul by Ray Allen.
Ginobili makes it a 3-point game. Amazing how a whole season can come down to making free throws. Four-point game again. James looks, sees an opening. Wild pass picked up by Ginobili. And he's fouled by Allen. Manu Ginobili will go to the line again with the Spurs leading by 4. An absolute stunning turnaround in the final minute and a half. You see James here. Looked like, was that a shot or a lob to Bosh?
It looked like it was a lob to Bosh.
Ginobili, meanwhile, misses what could be a huge free throw. There's still plenty of time. 28.2 remaining. One for 2.
If you're going to give help, you give help off of Wade. You don't come off another 3-point shooter.
James catches, fires a 3. Way off. Rebound tipped. Still loose. Picked up by Miller. Back out to James. Another 3. It's good. James knocks it down. 2-point game with 20 seconds remaining. And the Spurs call their final timeout.
He missed the first 3, which was a good look. Then the scramble. Miller does a good job to shovel it to James. And then Kawhi Leonard had Boris Diaw open, but didn't want to inbound to him. And now, do you advance it or do you keep it there? You have no more timeouts.
Season, Kawhi Leonard, 82% from the line. Clutch one there from Leonard. Should the Spurs foul? Should Miami go for the 3 right away?
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout. But the officials are going to review to see if Allen was behind the line. Chris Bosh with a huge offensive rebound. And now instant replay, enormous. From our vantage point where the fans are, we couldn't see if Allen was, but that was the signal.
And Mike, Tim Duncan out of the game leads to the second shot, and clearly a 3-point shot. But because they were trying to prevent the three, they take Duncan out, who is their best rebounder. Ray Allen is able to reestablish and knock in the game-tying three. 2
possessions in a row that Duncan came out and they failed to get the defensive rebound. Now, because of the instant replay rule, the Spurs, who don't have any timeouts, had a chance to discuss their final play. They confirmed that it was a 3, and the Spurs had a chance to talk this over, even though they didn't have any timeouts. That's the one flaw in the instant replay rule at this particular time in the game.
And I like not guarding the inbounder.
Here goes Parker, final seconds. Parker on the drive, puts it up. Overtime here in Game 6.
Tony Parker, good push, ends up taking a fadeaway, one-legged jumper. Good support by Chris Bosh, not even close.
The Miami Heat still alive, and Ray Allen, the best three-point shooter in NBA history, regular season and playoffs, with the clutch shot of his life. This presentation of the NBA Finals continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Overtime is next. Go to overtime. Miami down by 5 with 21 seconds remaining. Able to come back, capped off by Ray Allen, knocking down the three-pointer with 5 seconds left to tie the game. They held on the defensive stand, and 5 minutes up on the clock. Here, he's not on the floor right now. Parker drives, looking for Duncan, gets it to Leonard, and Leonard banks it in. In and out, Duncan tips it to right to Chalmers. Bosh ahead of the field, fouled and one. A rare time, poor transition defense from San Antonio.
It started because Bosh had switched to Parker. He contested the shot. They're mismatched in transition. Great lead pass by James. Soft foul by Ginobili. 3-point play opportunity.
10 points, 11 rebounds for Bosh. On him. Duncan, quick move. Won't go. Diaw, the offensive rebound. Finds Leonard. Leonard again in the paint. The little soft touch, and the Spurs up by 2. And 3 additional timeouts in the overtime. You shoot on the 4th team foul. Allen trying to draw contact, doesn't need it, still flips it up and in. It's remaining in OT. James the crossover. Wade the drive. Inside to James. Heat back up by 1. Greg Popovich saying push the ball. Now Wade on Parker on the switch. Parker gets bumped. Leonard, 3 to shoot. Leonard's jump shot way off. Tipped and taken by Parker. Has to put it up. Blocked by Allen, and a 24-second violation. Excellent defense from the Miami Heat. Parker sets it up. Ginobili on the drive. Looking, throws it away right to James. James drives on Green, who tries to foul him, and then James lost it out of bounds.
I think they're going to review that, and I believe it went off LeBron James to get on the board against the smaller Chalmers.
Right back to Parker, guarded by James. Bosh, good help. Parker blocked by Bosh. James the rebound, and a foul called against San Antonio. They had a foul to give, so Miami will take it out. Bosh has made huge plays down the stretch.
What a defensive play by Chris Bosh to recover, contest, and block.
Miami clinging to a 1-point lead. Wade pulls up. Won't go. Leonard the rebound. 10 seconds remaining. Not looking to call time. Ginobili on the drive. Ginobili lost the ball. Picked up by Allen. Now they have to foul. Greg Popovich irate. He thought Ginobili got hit. Instead, Ray Allen will shoot free throws with 1.9 remaining. It's still not over, even if he makes both free throws. But a big defensive play there by the Heat.
Well, they're pushing in transition. He's attacking Ray Allen. Boy, he looked like he got him across the arm on that drive. It's so congested, but to me, that's a foul.
Absolutely. Allen, one of the great free throw shooters in the game, with a chance to put him up by 3.
For 3.
And San Antonio will call time and advance the ball. Two clutch free throws from Ray Allen. They need a 3. Green trying to get free. Cross-court pass to Green. Green blocked by Bosch. Game over. There'll be a game 7. The Miami Heat not ready for their season to end tonight. Chris Bosch with some extraordinary plays at both ends of the floor at the end of regulation and overtime.
Well, great screen by Splitter. And again, I like the non-call, but if you're saying, is that a foul in the first 46 minutes? It absolutely is on that three-point shot.
And Bosch taking a chance. You know, you want to contest the shot, but to get that so close and taking a chance of a whistle, but it pays off for Miami. One of those defining games for the Heat to come back, force the overtime, and force a game 7.